I got my recording started.
Okay. I'm just going to my stream manager. We are up and we are live.
All right.
On Twitch, brother.
All right. And hey, everybody, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J.
And Pete J, we are here in the Mountain State, lovely Colorado Springs, Colorado. It's just kind of rolling through town. We've been here once earlier this year. It's a beautiful city, as you can see by the B-roll there. Maybe did you bring your 270 Stradivarius, Pete?
I did. I always got it with me.
Well, I don't think they'll let you bring that in the broadcast booth, but hopefully you left it back in the hotel.
And you should see the trouble I have trying to get on a plane.
Well, it's good to be here in Colorado. This is the beginning of our last road stand of the year. We, as you can see when they bring the schedule up here, we are visiting the Buzzards today, and then we head down to Florida to meet the Water Bullets for 2 games there. So, 3-game stretch before bringing it back home again, Pete. And also, as you can see, if I go up here just one extra up, we're 8-2 in our last 10 games. Just been killing it, really making this playoff run. And B-Wolves are getting the offense just like they need, just when they need it.
Yeah, sir. There was an offensive explosion in the last game. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So yeah, in the last 3 games, the B-Wolves are 3-0, and they're banging the ball, Tommy.
Yes, they are. They are. As a matter of fact, if you don't mind talking for just a minute, I got to grab my notes on the last game.
Certainly.
Say something about something.
Okay. Well, you go back to game 34 against the Sirloin. It was a 2-game stand against the Sirloins, who are a divisional opponent and who are breathing down our necks. We split that one. And after dropping the first game, the 35th game, we wound up winning that one 11-4. We then went on to blank the Platypi over in the other conference 6-0, and then we just beat the Wild Pigs, who are also in the other conference, 12-5. So over the last 3 games, we've scored about 29 runs in the last 3 games. So practically averaging a 10-run offensive output, which is strange. When the B-Wolves started the season, they really struggled offensively. And at one point, we're at a negative 40-something, 45, 48 run differential. But now if you look over in the Explorer Conference Trade Division, the B-Wolves have gone from worst to first. They're sitting in first place with a record of 18-19. And thanks largely in part to those 2 big wins in the last 3 games, they're only sitting at a negative 9 run differential. And that's something that really surprised both me and my partner, Tommy. Currently,
and I'm here. I had to run out to the green room to get the notes. Boy, it's embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, I was just about to tell him we're currently facing off against the Pioneer Conference Uncharted Division. We've taken on so far the Platypi and the Wild Pigs, and we've beaten both of them, so we're 2-0. Tonight's game is going against the Buzzards, who are sitting in second place, 2.5 games out of the 2-way tie for first. And we still have the Outlaws and the Hot Corners in what's left of the season. So we'll wind up playing the entire Uncharted Division.
That's going to be good. That's going to be, well, before we do that now, so here are the notes I had to get to the last game, Pete. It just seemed to be standard practice now. The B-Wolves offense strikes first. And here I'm talking about the Wild Pigs game. This time it's Bertha Banks in the top of the second. She punches this one out to left field off with Smesson, and it's 1-0. That makes number 5 for her on the year. But she wasn't done as we'll soon learn. It wasn't done as we'll soon learn, because then with 1 out still in the top of the second, Eliza Peck continues to make a comeback as she drills this one out into left center field, bringing Gina Torrance all the way around from second, and it's 2-0 B-Wolves. Even though Peck tries to grab 2 for some reason, which is odd because she's not that fast. But then, Pete, we rarely get to see this sort of thing. With Hurley Bender, you never know. He takes one out over the center field wall, the rare pitcher home run. And it's now 3-0 B-Wolves as we close out the second. I remember him getting that one at Tacoma, but this one was sweet at home.
Yeah. He came up big for us.
Well, Mr. Bender, as his neighbors call him, gets right to work in the top of the third, dropping Wild Pigs pitcher Smithson to start an 8K run. But Enrico Goyo spoils the party when he steps up with one out and nobody on, bashing this one out over the deepest part of center field. And, Pete, the B-Wolves knew they couldn't let up because the Pigs are capable of coming back.
Yeah, like so many of the teams in the league, they may struggle to make contact, but a lot of them are power hitters, so they can change the course of a game with one swing.
But Bender doesn't get mad. He gets even, this time as he strikes out Bloop Michaels for the second out. And then Spanky Wagner to close out the side. Then, in the bottom of the third with 2 on, the reinvigorated Gina Torrens drills this nice outfield single past the mound, bringing Buster Biggs around from second, adding another to the B-Wolves lead, giving them some breathing room. So I know there I was starting to breathe again.
Yeah. I'm talking with my I'm having trouble with the pipes tonight, and so I keep flipping my mic up to try and clear my throat. But then I start talking, and you can't hear me.
But in the top of the fourth, Godfrey Storm gets a hold of a split-finger fastball from Bender that he anticipated, placing this one in the third or fourth row of the left field bleachers, and the Wild Pigs start to inch their way back into the contest. Well, Bender gets the consolation prize when he drops Man and Moon to close out the top of the fourth. Then, in the bottom of the fourth, Buster Biggs pops this fly ball out to deep left field, and Bender, who has speed, tags up and races home, putting the B-Wolves further out in front, 5-2. And normally you'd think like a 3-run lead is enough, but they knew they had to keep the pedal down.
Yeah, they did.
In the top of the fifth, Bender gets his revenge against Goyo, dropping him with a full count. Then in the bottom of the fifth, with a runner at third, Eliza Peck drops this sweet bunt to the left of the mound, bringing in the runner, and it's a 6-2 B-Wolves. But in the bottom of the sixth, the Wild Pigs fight back, first as Enrique Goyo brings in a runner from third with this left field single that Gina Torrens just can't quite handle. And then, with 2 outs and a runner at first, Roberto Alba steps up and takes one over Buster Biggs in left field, and the Wild Pigs reduce the lead to a single run. 6-5 was exactly what we were worried about.
Yes, sir.
Or her. Well, that's all we'd see of Hurley Bender that day as Benson Rushmore comes in to relieve him and gets right to work blanking Man and Moon to close out the top of the sixth. Then, in the top of the eighth, he throws this nice breaking pitch to Roberto Alba in a high-pressure situation for the second out. Then in the bottom of the eighth, with 1 out and 2 on, Buster Biggs gets all this pitch from Pigs pitcher Especialo, taking it out over the wall in right center field. And the B-Wolves jump out ahead again by a comfortable margin, now making it 9-5.
Yeah, what a timely hit by Buster Biggs.
Yeah, as every time. His time is every time. And the B-Wolves didn't take their foot off the pedal, like I said, Pete. We see another rare event when Bertha Banks comes to the plate and hits another home run out over center field, and a jumping Man and Moon, and with a runner on, and it's now 11-5 B-Wolves.
Yeah,
at this point,
Bertha's second home run of the day.
Yes, a 2 home run game. Really, really something to be proud of. To add, I forget what her number is. I think she's at 5 or 6. But well, the B-Wolves get their last run of the night when Benny Balmer, who was brought in to pinch hit, pushes this one out into left center field, bringing in Gina Torrens from third, and the score rests at 12-5 B-Wolves. Smack Avery then comes in to close out the night, putting Bloop Michaels away for the second out. And then the game ends when Flash Evans grounds out to Laura Franco, and the B-Wolves provide huge offense, dominating another first-place team, winning this game by 7 runs, Pete. They look unbeatable in the way they're playing.
Yeah, so far, yeah, they finally gotten it together. Earlier in the season, they didn't seem like they didn't have the pitching, they didn't have the hitting. Then about the middle of the season, they started to get the pitching. Our pitchers went on a tear in the middle of the season and kept the scores low. But now all of a sudden, you're starting to see that maybe the pitchers have come off of their game a little bit. during that run, we were seeing pitchers racking up 10 strikeout games, 11 strikeout games. I think we even saw a 13 strikeout game by one of the pitchers. They've come off of that pace a little bit. They're averaging maybe eight strikeouts a game now, but now all of a sudden that offense seems to pick up that slack, and they're really pounding the ball right now.
And 8 is nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, 8 is
no, not at all.
Good day. So yeah, they're coming off that 11. It just seems like, yawn.
Yeah. But, well, it'd be nice if once we hit the playoffs, if our pitchers can get back up to that double-digit strikeouts per game, and this offense will continue as well. We'll just be putting teams away.
Yeah. Well, again, that brings us to regular season game 38 of 44. It's been a marathon thus far, but the 18 and 19 B-Wolves are contact specialists, like we always say. Good contact, good rotation. A win today would bring them to 500 ball, which is not usually a milestone that you're hoping to end on. The Buzzards are 16 and 21, so they do have more of a losing record, but they're extreme defensive experts, so it could be hard to score against them. Luckily, the Beagles put out a lot of offense. Again, defense, their strongest point, but they're very good at speed and contact as well, so the Beagles got to be careful there. They're going to be starting pitcher. It's going to be Beavis Ortiz, the right-hander, who's a little bit tense recently. He's pretty average pitcher. But just a little bit down on his ability because he's a little down on himself. He's only got a 1-5 record on the season and a 4.14 ERA and a 0.99 WHIP.
Yeah, and that's too bad because he's pitched pretty well this season.
Yes. Yeah, so he's hoping to turn it around from 1-5.
Shouldn't have had the shellfish for dinner. Before we talk about the notable players, I just wanted to throw out there, if you're watching now and you want to see the full intro with the replays and everything, go over to Tommy G's gaming channel on YouTube, and you'll see the whole thing. If you're watching live right now, I don't have any of that stuff loaded in the pipeline. So
if you want to watch the game live, though, you watch PJ play on Twitch.
So the notable players for the B-Wolves going tonight, Alora Franco at first base. She's got amazing power, excellent ability to connect at home plate, and she's got excellent speed on the base pass. She's hitting 366 on the season with 5 home runs. Buster Biggs in left field. Brad's little brother, I keep calling him Brad for some reason, but it's Buster Biggs in left field. He's got good power. He's got better than average ability to connect, and he's got good speed on the base pass. He's hitting 406 with 7 home runs. And then the locked-in Bertha Banks, and how can you not be locked in after a 2-home-run game? I think she wind up with 5 RBIs on the day, I think. So, yeah, huge game last game. Bertha Banks will be playing third base. She's got better than average power, better than average ability to connect, and about average speed on the base pass. She's hitting 314 for the season, and she's got 6 home runs.
Very nice. Those are 6 home runs we all appreciate. Starting pitcher for the Colorado Buzzards, that's going to be Erlang Elwood, the southpaw left-hander. He's just around average, just maybe a little under average for velocity, junk, and accuracy. Throws a little bit harder than most of his other than he does angular or accurate. He's got a 1-3 record on the season, a 4.11 ERA, and a 1.20 WHIP.
Yeah, I gotta say that looking at the two pitchers side by side, I gotta give it to Ortiz. He looks like he should be the better pitcher of the day. Notable players for the Buzzards: Mustachio at third base. He's got good power and better than average ability to connect and better than average speed. He's hitting 300 with 3 home runs. Jacques Oftan, the catcher, the dangerous catcher. He's got great power. He's got a little bit less than average ability to connect, though, so he struggles to connect. But when he does, he can hit it hard. He's got a little bit better than average speed on the base pass. He's hitting 259 with 6 home runs. And Jacques Trunk, the first baseman, he's got better. Joe Trunk?
Yep.
Okay, Joe Trunk. First baseman, he's got better than average power, good ability to connect, and good speed. He's hitting 202 with 3 home runs. And I think this might be the first game, Tommy, where our notable players have more home runs collectively than the opposing team's notable players.
Let's do the math. 11 and 7, 18. Yes. All right. That doesn't mean we could throw meat, though.
No, not at all.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Now we're getting the lineup in from the assistant coach, and it's going to look a little something like this. Still, batting first is the incredible Freddie Knox. He will be playing second base and batting first. Following him is going to be Hanley Dexteris back in the game. Hanley's finally 100% from that injury. He suffered several games back, and he's feeling good. He's not tense or anything, so it'll be good to see him in there. Laura Franco's going to come one up, and she's going to bat third. She'll be like first base today because fourth cleanup is going to be the designated hitter. Again, this is an other conference game. We're in their building, so Ruby Green, Pete's favorite Ruby Green is going to be.
I like Ruby Green.
The designated hitter. I like her too. Buster Biggs will be batting fifth. He's in left field, batting sixth. Bertha Banks, third base. The one of two locked-in players, the other one being Freddie Knox. Billy LeBlanc will bat seventh. He'll play right field. Magic Moore is going to be catching behind. Or no, I'm sorry. Magic Moore is going to be in center field where he belongs.
I was going to say.
Yeah. Steve Monstour will be catching today and hoping to hit one out here in the thin air of this Colorado Stadium. And on the mound, like we say, Beavis Ortiz, who throws the forefinger, the curveball, the slider, and the fork pitch with authority.
Yes, sir. Beavis Ortiz.
Throwing us down to the park. It's good to be back here again. It's a nice looking park. A beautiful night.
Is. Big Sky Ballpark. Yeah, night game. Playing under the stars.
Sure. If we got to get out of town in a hurry, the airport's right there behind it.
I got like that. All right, going for the Buzzards. We're going to be looking at the lineup, and it goes a little something like this.
Come on, producers.
There you go. Bunderson at shortstop, Trunk at first base, Yoshida in right field, off 10 catching, Mustachio at third base, Bordner in center field, Whoopity at second base, Slamis designated hitting, and McKinney left field. Hamis Slamis, my buddy. Coming up in the top of the first, Freddie Knox, Hanley Dexteris, Laura Franco. Going to get in the box and take a look at Erlang Elwood as he sets up shop on the pitcher's mound. Beautiful skybox is up there. Freddie Knox, the second baseman, is locked in and fit, hitting .397, 2 home runs and 10 RBIs. First pitch by Elwood is in there. There's a roller to the shortstop, Bunterson, who picks it up, makes the throw. Oh, just beats that guy.
That was close. Freddie Knox. Hanley Dexteris comes up. He's at 297. He's pushing 300 here. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Erlang Elwood throwing pretty well on the mound here. Gets the ball. 1-1-1. Top of the first. No score here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. 2-1. Pops that inside pitch up high to center field, and that's going to be Bernard for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Coming up,
number 82.
Laura Franco, the first baseman. She's neutral and fit, hitting .366 on the season. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. That up just off a home plate, off 10, makes the catch for the third out. 1-2-3 in the top of the first. As we head into the bottom of the first, Buttons Bunterson, Joseph Trunk, and Dano Yoshido are going to have to square up against Beavis Ortiz. It's a prize fight. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get him. Buttons Bunterson, the shortstop, hitting .293, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs.
Bunterson's always been someone I've feared. Smash! Look at how hard he hit that thing. Look out, Beavles. It's in the dugout. 0-1 the count. Bunterson's a contact hitter, but he, like his with the 4 home runs, shows he can put it over. He's got 2 foul balls now, and the infield is going to play it normal. Swing and a strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout. Way to start the game, Ortiz. He's going to be followed by Joseph Trunk. Pete Joe. He's 202 on the season. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Snowboarding addiction treatment. You get your help here in Colorado. Local airlines get miles higher. It's that one. Oh, that one goes right past Ortiz into center field. Moore picks it up. They're going to hold him up at first. And Joe Trunk is on the first hit of the game.
Snowboarding treatment. This is where I got my addiction.
Right. Dano Yoshida is hitting second. He's got a runner at second base. A little higher pressure situation. There goes the runner, but he pulls it foul. That's a souvenir for a Buzzards fan. Boy, last time we got some history with the Buzzards, man. A couple of years back, they won the whole thing. That's when they were in Oakland. The pitch out misses, or the throw to first misses. That one's a little liner, and Bertha Banks is going to have to go to first because she doesn't have time to go to second. 2 down. Catcher Zharkov 10 comes up to some fanfare. He's got power against right-handers. The outfield's going to go deep for off 10. They got a runner at second base, threatening a scoring position. 2 outs. Beavis Ortiz getting ready to throw his 8th pitch. There it is. Good trap by Monstour. It's a little better trap in the ball than Eliza Peck. And it's important in a situation where you got a runner on. That one misses outside. 2-0. The count to Zharkov 10. That one's in there for a strike. Off 10 was waiting for that one. Now he's going to start swinging. Ooh, that one's in there for strike 2. He thought that was outside. We're even at 2-2-2. It's my favorite count. Oh, hits that one hard into the dugout for the B-Wolves. And we're resting at a 2-2. Swing and a miss on the strike. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, he swung, but and he threw to second. I didn't know what was going on. He didn't throw to second. He threw to first. Now you got runners at first and second. Still 2 outs. Mustachio comes up. That one misses high. Ball 1. Should have been out of this inning. That was bad fielding. 2-0 the count to Mustachio. Trap by Monstour. He's going to throw the third, but he's not going to make it in time. The runners both advance on a wild pitch. He was able to stop it, but he couldn't quite corral it in time. Now it's a dangerous situation, and we got to get past Mustachio. Strike 1. There you are. 3-1 the count. He's got room at first base if something happens. Check swing, strike 2. Now the count is full. Beavis Ortiz throwing 19th pitch. Hits that one hard down the line, but it's foul ball. The fans are into it here. There's a lot of B-Wolves back here, too. Hits that one hard right down the line in the dugout. And he's got 20 pitches already in the first inning. Winding up. That one's hit to Franco. She's going to run it down. Almost missed it.
Woo!
Runs it off. Oh, gosh.
That was too many pitches to throw in the first inning. Coming up in the top of the second, Ruby Green, Buster Biggs, and Bertha Banks. Still no score. Elwood threw 8 pitches in his half of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit for the Buzzards. Ruby Green, the first baseman, is neutral and fit. She's hitting .310 with 2 home runs.
And 6 ribs. Strike 1, the first one there, Ruby Green, run away here in the top of the second inning. She hits, swings a high pitch, pops it up into center field, and looks like that one's going to be caught by Borgnar. 1 down.
Buster Biggs, the left fielder, neutral fit, hitting .406, 7 home runs, 25 RBIs on the season. He's been one of the offensive powerhouses for the B-Wolves. Takes the first pitch for a cold strike. Strike 1. That one's high. Ball 1. 1-1 to Biggs. That's smashed up the middle into center field for a clean single. Buster Biggs is at first base with 1 out.
It's the first hit for the B-Wolves. I think Bertha Banks up now locked in, hitting .314. Looking for home run number 7 up here in the thin air in Colorado. First pitch. Oh, it's high one popped up. That's going to be caught by off 10 behind home plate. Buster Biggs has to come back to first.
Now batting,
Billy LeBoink, the right fielder's neutral and fit, favors the high pitch. He's hitting .368 this season, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs on the season. Oh, no.
Oh, he's caught in a rundown, Buster Biggs, and he's tagged out.
He's out. Yeah, boy, we are. This B-Wolves team does not look very good so far in the first 2 innings. Ralph Borgnar, Sloop Whitpity, and Ham Slamis going to face Ortiz, who threw 21 pitches with 2 strikeouts and gave up 1 hit in the first inning. Ralph Borgnar, the left fielder, a center fielder, they announced him as the center fielder, is hitting .233 with a home run and 4 RBIs. Ortiz delivers the first pitch for a called strike and then sneezes and wipes something all over the ball. No balls, 1 strike to Borgnar. That one's inside. Ball 1. 1-1. Borgnar's locked in and fit. No outs, no score. That one's low. Ball 2. 2-1 to Borgnar. Bottom of the second here in Big Sky Stadium. That's in there for a called second strike. Evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's fouled off along the first baseline. Borgnar bought himself another pitch, so it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up, and who's coming to get it? And it's Buster Biggs. Oh, and he missed it.
Oh, he
And
overran
missed
it.
Oh, jeez. I'm getting some hickety hops. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's in there for a called third, and Borgnar goes down on strikes. That's Ortiz's 3rd strikeout of the day. Sloop Whoopity, the second baseman, sitting 336 with a home run, 18 RBIs, 1 out in the bottom of the second. The bases are empty. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for a called second strike. And Whoopity hasn't actually even offered at any of these pitches, so it's no balls, 2 strikes. He's in the hole. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Whoopity playing second base for the Buzzards. There's a foul ball along the first base line into the dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Whoopity defending the plate. That's fouled off again into the stands along the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's another foul ball along the first base line. Boy, these Buzzards, man, they make you pitch, don't they? 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. That's in there for a called a third strike. Whoopity doesn't like it, but that's 2 strikeouts in the second inning. And Ortiz is up to 4 on the day, but he's also at 35 pitches in the second inning. It's Ham Slamus, the designated hitters in there. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Slamus is hitting .229 on the season. That one's hit into center field. Magic Moore's under it, makes the catch for the 3rd out. We're heading into the top of the 3rd. No score, each team with 1 hit. Billy LeBoink, Magic Moore, and Steve Monstour are going to make face off against Elwood, who's thrown 14 pitches and only given up 1 hit. 14 pitches going into the 3rd, Tommy. We're going to make this guy work a little bit. LeBoink's playing right field. Likes the high pitch, hitting .368 on the season. That's a little high, ball 1. There's a shot to the second baseman, Sloop Whoopity, who makes the catch for the first out.
Magic Moore coming up. Season 354 on this season, 3 home runs. He got good contact against these left-handers like Elwood, who throws pitch number 17. Ooh, makes it across the inside corner, strike 1. No 1 count. Top of the 3rd, still no score. It's hit down the line, foul. And again, Beeble's got to have some patience, but that one's right in there. Good hit. Swinging hit by Magic Moore. Foul ball. That was right past the mound into center field. Magic Moore was determined to get on base. Real good single.
I'm getting a bunch of lag. Steve Monstour, the catcher, is tense but fit. He's hitting .403 on the season with 3 home runs and 12 RBIs. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. There's a shot. That's going into the gap in right center field, and everybody's running. And it's going to pull in to second for a double, and a run scores, giving the B-Wolves a 1-0 lead. Yeah.
The second baseman.
It was a hit and run. He was off before the pitch, so.
Great running there. Freddie Knox up now. He's 0 for 1 of the day. Still hitting .392. First one's there for a strike. You got Steve Monstour at second base.
Oh,
he reaches out, hits a roller to Elwood. Oops, who gets that second out.
Now batting.
And doggone it.
Freddie Knox standing at first base. Hanley Dextera steps in. 2 outs, top of the 3rd. B-Wolves with a 1-0 lead. That's outside, ball 1. 1-0. There's a shot, and Hanley Dexteris has just pounded this ball, and it's gone. Holy cow, upper deck shot. Hanley Dexteris is back, folks. That one went 426 feet and landed in the upper decks. That's his 4th home run and 14th RBI of the season, and the B-Wolves are out to a 3-0 lead now with Laura Franco stepping in. Nice hit.
Yeah, 0 for 1 to Laura Franco on the day. The bases are cleared now. It's 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Smashes that one into center field. That's going to be a clean signal. Borgnar picks it up. Make sure she doesn't grab 2.
All right, Ruby Green, the designated hitter. She's neutral and fit. 0 for 1 in the day. She's known as an RBI man around the league. She's hitting .305 with 2 home runs. That one's inside, ball 1. 1-0. That's popped up behind home plate. That's going to be caught by Jacques Oftan for the third out. But the B-Wolves put 3 on the board off of 4 hits. So it's B-Wolves 3, Buzzards nothing. Spitz McKinney, Buttons Bunterson, and Joseph Trunk are going to come up and face Ortiz, who's thrown 37 pitches and got 4 strikeouts. And he's given up 1 hit.
Spitz is hitting 360. That's respectable. He's a good contact hitter. He's got 1 long ball, so he can't do it. But now the Buzzards fans want to see them get back in here. They got the woman standing up behind home plate there. She will not sit until they... Oh, no, okay. She just said... First one's in for a strike. Second one hit hard to Freddie Knox, who's going to pick it up, make an easy toss over to first for a first out. Good pace so far. Buttons Bunterson. I see him in my nightmares. He's 0 for 1, though, today. 291. Great contact hitter, Buttons. First pitch misses low and inside, ball 1. Beavis Ortiz throwing pitch number 41. Misses outside, ball 2. Still got a lot of gas in the tank, though. Sort of expecting good things from Beavis. That one misses inside, ball 3. He's quickly filled up. There it is, low and away, strike 1. Bunterson just chewing gum, taking her easy. Got some real big Buzzards fans back there hoping he gets it. Hits it straight to Freddie Knox as his predecessor. And again, the same result. Throws it over to first base. 2 down.
All right.
Joey Trunk was 1 for 1 with that single early in the game. Got things started. Still wasn't enough to put anything on the board. Takes his first pitch, swing and a miss on a nice curveball outside by Beavis Ortiz. Second pitch inside. Laura Franco's going to pick that one up and jog it down. Oh, nope, toss it to Ortiz. 3 out.
Yes, sir. We're heading in the top of the 4th. Buster Biggs 1 for 1. Bertha Banks 0 for 1. And Billy LeBoink 0 for 1. Elwood's up to 29 pitches, giving up 5 hits. B-Wolves with a 3-0 lead as we head into the 4th. Buster Biggs 1 for 1 with a single today. He's playing left field for the B-Wolves. Neutral and fit.
Neutral. Jet taking off in the background. First pitch. Ooh, just makes it inside. 0-1 to Buster Biggs. Second one, swing and miss, strike 2, and he's down in a hole. Third one, low and away. Good patience there by Buster Biggs. 2-1, 1-2. Nice inside catch. He gets all of it. Hits it right foul down the line. Still 1-2. That one's in the ground. Ball 2. We're even up at 2 apiece. Top of the 4th. That one's in there. Hit smashes into center field. The crowd gasped when that passed the mound. Pete, you hear that?
I did. That looked like it might take his head off. Bertha Banks 0 for 1. She's locked in and fit. The stalwart over there at third base. Runner at first with no outs. That's a shot into left field. It's caught by Spitz McKinney. And Biggs is back to first base, so 1 out with a runner at first.
Billy LeBoink comes up 0 for 1. He's got a speedy runner at first base who's inching around. He got thrown out last time he tried to steal, though. Oh, hits that one high and it's into the dugout of the Buzzards. 0-1 the count. Second pitch. Hit hard down the line. Foul. Strike 2. There goes the runner. Misses inside the throw. He's out.
Oh.
Caught stealing. Doggone. 2 outs now. 1-2. In the dirt. Good patience by Billy LeBoink. More good patience. 3-2 full up. All of a sudden, Erling Elwood couldn't seem to hit the mark. There's a swinging bunt to Elwood. Picks it up, throws him out. 3 down.
Yes, sir. So it's 1-2-3 in the 4th. Dano Yoshido, Jacques Oftan, and Mario Mustachio going to face off against Ortiz, who's got 46 pitches, 4 strikeouts, gave up 1 hit. So far, it's a 1-hit shutout for Ortiz. B-Wolves leading 3-0. Dano Yoshido, the right fielder, is locked in and fit. Should 297 on the season. There's a shot. Oh, no. I got lag, and he was just nuts.
He ran it. He was too fast.
Yeah, he kind of like he outran it. I didn't know what else to do. So Jacques Oftan, he's got power versus right-handed pitching. Takes the first pitch for called strike. Strike 1. Yoshido at first base has about average speed, so he's not a big steal threat. That one was high. Count is even to Oftan. Oh, dagnabbit, come on. All right.
That was
Freddie Knox, I don't, Mario Mustachio, the third baseman, 0 for 1 today. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. That's
Who's doing
low ball one. Yeah, the fielders. I don't know what they're, ball one. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1. Runners at first and second with no outs. There's a roller that's going to. Got to Dexteris, who threw to third to get the leading runner for the first out. But we're still in the same situation. Runners at first and second with 1 out now. The runner at second has bad jumps, which makes him a poor potential steal threat. First pitch is in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Borgnar, that's a throwback to second base to Dexteris. Borgnar, the center fielder's up. He's hitting .230 on the season.
Oops.
There's a roller, a hard roller along the third base line, foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Borgnar's in the hole. Allen's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beavis Ortiz can do a lot. There's a roller to Dexteris.
Oh.
Picks it up, makes the throw to third. They get the lead runner again. So it's 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Sloop Whoopity, who's tense but fit, hitting .333 on the season, takes the first pitch for called strike. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. There's a roller to Freddie Knox. He's going to pick it up, make the throw over to Laura Franco to retire the side. So some poor fielding play early on, but it doesn't cost them. So we head into the top of the 5th. Magic Moore 1 for 1. Steve Motstuer 1 for 1 with a double. And Freddie Knox is 0 for 2. Elwood's up to 42 pitches. And he's given up 6 hits.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Magic Moore, center fielder's neutral and fit. He's got good connection versus left-handed pitching. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And Moore is in the hole, 0-2. Elwood lobs that one high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's in the center field. That's going to drop for a clean single. And Magic Moore is standing at first base with nobody out. That's a familiar position for him.
Now batting.
Yeah, it is. Steve Motstuer expected great things from today. He's 1 for 1 with a double RBI. He's got a fast runner at first base. First pitch is right in there, hit hard. It's to Bunterson, though. That's the easy. Oh! Towards the second, he drops the ball. Everyone's safe.
An error there on the second baseman. Freddie Knox, our second baseman's up. He's 0 for 2 today, but he's locked in and fit. Sloop Whippity with the error. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Second pitch is inside, ball 2. 2-0 to Freddie Knox. That's in there, just clips the upper inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's popped up in the center field. Everybody's going to be back on the base. 1 out. Freddie Knox flied out to center field.
The shortstop.
Here comes Hanley Dexteris, 1 for 2 with a home run, 2 RBIs. There's a 2-run upper deck up there in left field. That was fun to watch. Fast runner at second base. First pitch is outside for ball. Top of the 5th, 3-0 B-Wolves. That one also outside. Good patience by Hanley Dexteris. He's a consummate pro. Here comes the 54th pitch by Elwood. Finally makes another for strike. 1-2 the count, or 2-1 the count. Dexteris pops it up in the right field. That's going to be an easy out. Waving it off is Yoshida for the second out.
Runners at first and second with 2 outs now. Come on, let's get somebody in here, Laura. Laura Franco, the first baseman's 1 for 2 with a single today. And that's a hard hit line drive to Trunk at first base, who makes the catch. So as he heading to the bottom of the 5th, B-Wolves 3, Buzzards nothing. Ham Slamus 0 for 1, Spitz McKinney 0 for 1, and Bunterson 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Ortiz is at 59 pitches with 4 strikeouts.
Ham Slamus, Hammy Slammy is up now, and he is coming in here in 2-2-2. Let's see, 2-2-2. On the 5th, 3-0. Ortiz throws his first one, hit hard by Slamus into the B-Wolves dugout near the soda machine. 0-1 the count. Pitch number 61 misses high and inside. Slamus looking angry there near the plate. But they're just punish the next pitch that comes in. Beavers Ortiz thinking it over, winds up, throws it, swing and a miss, strike 2. He's ahead in the count, 1-2. Has an itchy scratches, winds up, delivers, hit hard by Slamus. Dexter's jumps, can't quite grab it. And that makes it in the left field for a clean single.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Vince McKinney comes up.
McKinney.
Great contact hitter. Not a whole lot of speed at first base. No outs, but they're ready to hit into that double play. Real good contact hitter, Spitz. Watches the first pitch going for a strike. He's feeling out Ortiz, who's getting ready to throw number 65. Pops that one up. Ortiz is running over to grab it. Gets that for the first
Double
out.
play,
Goes
double
to
play.
first. Why didn't he? I don't know why he stood at second. That was the weirdest thing.
don't
Tosses
either.
over to first. Cam Slamus was standing at second base, and he just gave them an out. Boy, he's
Again.
going to get an earful when he gets back to
Yeah. That's
the
a
dugout.
base
Buzzards
running
put
mistake.
up
I
now.
guess the B-Wolves aren't the only ones who make those.
Yeah. That pitch off Monster's knee misses 1-0. That one misses inside 2-0.
Beavis.
He's got to pull himself together here.
Yeah.
Pull himself together. All right, he's got the pitch number 16. Hey, he gets that curveball in there, very low in the zone. Strike 1, and now Buttons Bunderson's been released. Getting ready to take the next one. Anticipated that mid count, but it misses up top. 3-1 to Bunderson. That one makes it into strike 2. Now we got a full count. Beavis Ortiz is doing 70 pitches.
Oh.
Anticipated that one. It's going deep to left field, and it's going to carry and be out of here, Pete. Home run. Bunderson, the guy I always fear, picks him just barely at the yellow line, 378 feet. It's his 5th home run and 6th RBI of the season. The Buzzards are in it.
Ortiz is pitching like he's
3-1.
a K-dud. He can't put anybody away. I mean, he just can't. You get 2 strikes on him, and he just can't put that last one past him for whatever reason.
Well, hopefully he did. He's got this and maybe hopefully one more inning. He throws 2 quick strikes there. Now he's got room to play with, though. He's coming up close to 75 pitches. 74, a 3-pitch, no swing strikeout. I don't know what Trunk was doing.
I don't either, but I'll take it. Top of the 6th, Ruby Green, Buster Biggs, and Bertha Banks. Elwood's up to 56 pitches, giving up 7 hits. B-Wolves 3, Buzzards 1. The B-Wolves have out-hit the Buzzards 7-5. Ruby Green, the designated hitter, is neutral and fit. She's 0 for 2 today. Known around the league as an RBI man or wool man.
To get an RBI, she's going to hit one out. She hits it hard enough. It's off the wall. She's running for second. Borgner has trouble fielding it. She slides into second. Clean double. Way to start off, Ruby.
There you go. Yes. Okay. Buster Biggs, the left fielder, is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, hitting .414 on the season with 7 home runs and 25 RBIs. Ruby Green does not have a ton of speed on second base, so she's not a threat to steal. The first pitch to Biggs is in there for a called strike. That one's high. Ball 1. 1-1. That's a smash. That's going into the gap in left center, and everybody's running. And Buster Biggs pulling into second with a double, and Ruby Green comes around to
The
score,
third baseman.
Man,
making it
Buster
4-1.
Buster Biggs is unstoppable. Where'd the Banks come up? She's locked in, hitting with good power. She's got Biggs at second base, who's fast. First pitch misses there for a ball. Second pitch misses for a ball. Quickly 2-0. Ruby Green can just watch herself and get that free base. That one makes it in for a strike finally. And Erlang Elwood still in this game, even though behind 4-1, misses inside 3-1. Let's see if he gets the walk. Swing and a strike 2. We got a full count for the Green Lady. It's that one hard. It's a liner to Whoopity on the ground, who picks it up, throws her out. For the first out, she advances Biggs to third base.
The right fielder, Billy LeBoy.
Billy LeBoy, the right fielder's neutral and fit, favors the high pitch, but he's 0 for 2 so far today. A hit, scores a run, Billy. That's inside, ball 1. 1-0. That's fouled off along the third baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That one's high, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's a smash. They're going to... Oh, they got Billy LeBoink at first base, and Buster Biggs was unable to score on the hit.
Magic Moore.
Infield
Magic
was
Mark.
playing in.
Yeah, they were. Magic Moore comes up 2 for 2. Good contact against Southpaws. Ooh, has to back out of the way of that one. Ball 1. 2 outs. In the top of the 6th. That one makes it in for strike 1. We're even up 1 apiece. That one's right down there. It pushes it into the Buzzards dugout. 1 and 2. It's that one hard. Ooh, and a diving catch by
my
Mustachio.
But the B-Wolves put one more on the board, making it 4-1. Dano Yoshida 1 for 2. Jacques Offtan 1 for 2 with a strikeout. And Mustachio is 0 for 2. Ortiz is at 74 pitches, 5 strikeouts, only giving up 5 hits. Dano Yoshida, the right fielder, is locked in and fit. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. Yoshida playing right field for the Buzzards. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for called second strike, and Yoshida finds himself in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th with no outs. That one's a low, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allen's inside, evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Allen's high, and the count has gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Yoshida. That's a ground ball to Franco, who's going to pick it up. Makes the throw to Ortiz, who's covering for the first out, and Yoshida goes down. Jacques Offtan, the catcher, is neutral and fit. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. He just laced that one deep to center, and that's gone.
Upper deck.
Holy cow, upper deck, straightaway center field. That's got to be a record there. 471-foot home run for Jacques Offtan, his 7th home run and 23rd RBI, and it's 4-2 B-Wolves as Mario Mustachio, the third baseman, steps in. He's 0 for 2 today. Made a heck of a catch in the top of the 6th to end the B-Wolves side. There's a roller right to Dexteras, who's going to pick it up, make the throw to first for the second out. And it's 2 outs. Rolf Borgner, the left fielder, is playing center field today. That's in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Bases are empty with 2 outs. That one's high, ball 1. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. B-Wolves 4, Buzzards 2. That one's low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Borgner. There's a roller to Bertha Banks, who picks it up barehanded, makes the throw, and gets Borgner at first for the third out. The Buzzards are able to put 1 more on the board, makes it 4-2, Tommy. B-Wolves, Steve Monstour 1 for 2 with a double. Freddie Knox 0 for 3, and Hanley Dexteras 1 for 3 with a home run. Elwood's up to 74 pitches, only giving up 9 hits, but 4 of those have crossed the plate. Monstour, the catcher's 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. He's hitting 405 on the season. Big sneeze out of Elwood. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's smashed by Monstour. Upper deck, foul ball along the first baseline. There's another one fouled off along the first baseline. No balls, 2 strikes. Make that 1 ball, 2 strike. That was inside. There's a smash. It's going, just out of reach of Whoopity, who laid out for it but couldn't corral it. So Monstour standing at first with a leadoff single.
Boy, that foul ball, that first one, that would have been out of the park. Freddie, Erlang Elwood is going to get the hook. And in is going to come Max Texas, another pitcher I used to fear. Max Texas has got a 5.96 ERA, which isn't all that impressive. 1.24 whip and 36 Ks. He throws the ball hard. He puts good movement on it, and he's accurate enough. Looks like he's pitched in the last 3 games here, so I don't know how long we'll see him go. He throws the 4-finger, the slider, and the curveball. And unusually, Freddie Knox is 0 for 3 on the day, but locked in. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Freddie Knox. Steve Monstour at first. That one misses, ball 1 apiece. Top of the 7th, 4-2 B-Wolves over the Buzzards. It's a piece of that one. Sends it foul on the right side. Souvenir. 1-2 the count. Swings at a bad pitch. It's a foul. It's going. And diving for it is that guy, missing 1-2 still. Another foul ball. He's putting them all in the same spot back there. He likes that at first base side. He must have a friend out there. That one misses, ball 2 apiece. That one's in his wheelhouse, and he hits it hard into the center field. That's a great single. Borgner throws to third, holding up Steve Monstour. And there's 2 on with no outs.
That's right, and Hanley Exteros, the shortstop, is stepping in. He's neutral and fit. He's a tough out and a utility player. Got that huge 3-run home run to get things going for us. That one's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second. There's a shot. Oh, no, no. Double play. God dagnabbit. How the hell do you even do that? How do you play that? You know what I mean?
Monstour didn't know what to do. He stood there like a snowman.
Well, it was a line drive to Whoopity at second base, and it should have been caught. Yeah. And so Monstour, turned around to go back to second because he was going to get caught off the base. So of course Whippity drops the ding ball, and then it sets it up for a double play. So now you got Hanley Dexterra standing at first and 2 outs. God, that's aggravating.
It was actually a great move by Whippity. The ball, he picks up another out. Oh, and Laura Franco pops up an easy fly ball to center field, and that's going to be caught by Borgnar. 3 down.
Boy, that's aggravating. That is aggravating. Sloop Whippity, Ham Slamis, and Spitz McKinney. Slamis, the only one with a hit out of that group. Ortiz is up to 86 pitches with 5 strikeouts, and he's given up 6 hits. Score stands at 4-2 B-Wolves. Sloop Whippity is tense and fit.
He's 0 for 2 on the day.
And he sucks in the field.
86 pitches. He's pretty close to being done. Throws the first pitch in for a strike. He's tense. Yeah, Sloop Whippity's tense. Second pitch from Ortiz. Ball. This is 1 apiece. Here again, top of the second, 4-2 B-Wolves. It's that one over the head into right field. Magic Moore running over to grab it. He's going to have to chase it down and go to third base. It's a clean a double. Okay, double. And they hold him at second. Ham Slamis comes up now. As the pressure comes up. The DH. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Got a lot of speed at second base. Ortiz throws, misses inside. Ball 1 for his 90th pitch. He's losing a lot of velocity, junk, and accuracy. That one makes it in there for a strike. 1 apiece. Hopefully, Slamis doesn't tie this game up. Gets that one. Oh, past the mound upstairs, picks it up, whips it. Gets that out at first base, but the runner advances to third. And up comes Spitz McKinney, 0 for 2. With the runner at third and just 1 out. Ortiz looking for pitch number 93. Winds up, misses inside, ball 1. Good contact hitter, Spitz McKinney. That one outside, strike 1. Ortiz losing a lot of his velocity. Getting ready for pitch number 95. Makes it in there. Nice fourth pitch or curve, strike 2. 1-2 to McKinney. Oh, doesn't get him chasing that outside pitch. We're at 2-2 with 1 out. Popped up to Freddie Knox, who's going to wave everybody off. That should be an easy grab if you don't drop it. And he catches it, 2 down. And Ortiz is hoping to get out of the 7th inning. But here comes Buttons Bunterson, who's 1 for 3 with that massive home run earlier in the game. That pitch misses inside, ball 1. The Buzzards fans are on their feet hoping for something here. Buzzards hands out a souvenir. Some lucky fans on the first base side. 1-1. Pops that one up over the net. Another souvenir. 1-2. He's throwing 100 pitches, Beavis Ortiz. That one's hit to Billy LeBlanc in right field. He's going to make the grab and end the side.
All right, as we head into the top of the 8th, Ruby Green 1 for 3 with a double. Buster Biggs 3 for 3 with a double. And Bertha Banks 0 for 3. Texas has thrown 10 pitches, giving up 1 hit. B-Wolves 4 runs on 11 hits. Buzzards 2 runs on 7 hits, I think it was. Ruby Green, the designated hitter, 1 for 3 with a double. She's hitting .311 with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Texas is high with his first offering, ball 1. There's a shot in the center field, and Borgnar is going to run up and make the catch for the first out.
Buster Biggs 3 for 3. A double, 2 singles, RBI. Just give him the player of the game already. Late swing and a miss. 0-1 the count to Buster Biggs. That one inside near the hands, 1 apiece. Top of the 8th, 4-2 B-Wolves. That one makes it in there. Hits it hard past Texas into center field. That's going to be an easy single. 4 for 4, Pete.
Yes, sir. Bertha Banks locked it and fit 0 for 3 today. Hit 306 with 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. Come on, Bertha, you're due for one. 1 out, top of the 8th. Texas delivers high, ball 1, 1-0. And that's a shot. Bertha Banks is going deep, and it's caught. It's with his back to the wall for the second out. So Biggs had to get back. He was off with the pitch. Billy LeBoinc's tense and fit.
Hold on a second here. He's 0 for 3.
Yeah.
Poke Foster.
Poke Foster.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're batting. Hey, look at that. Did I pick it or what?
Go, 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 go. You're running.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
All right. Poke Foster with a double. Uncharacteristic for the slow poke. Magic Moore, the center fielder, is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, hitting 362. He's got good connection versus left-handed pitchers. That's popped up in the center field. It's going to wind up being caught by Borgnar for the third out. But coming up in the bottom of the 8th, Joseph Trunk 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Daniel Yoshida 1 for 3, and Jacques Oftan 2 for 3 with a home run and a strikeout. Ortiz is at 101 pitches, 5 strikeouts, giving up 7 hits. Joe Trunk, the first baseman, is neutral and fit. 1 for 3. He's got a single today. Now at right field, Poke Foster. Poke Foster playing right field for the B-Wolves. Beavis Ortiz is going to take a seat. He's 101 pitches is a yeoman's job right there. Coming in to relieve Ortiz, Tats Belfour, the relief pitcher. He's got a 4.41 ERA, a 1.13 whip, 29 strikeouts. He's feeling neutral and fit. He's got a little bit less than average velocity, about average junk, and a little bit less than average accuracy. He's fully rested, but he's known around the league to be walk-prone. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball, and he's going to be facing off against Joseph Trunk, the first baseman. First pitch is in there for a called strike. He's got to scratch something on the behind there. The behind. 0-1. That one's outside, ball 1. 1-1 to Trunk. No outs, bottom of the 8th. Buzzards trailing by 2. That's in there for a called strike, and Trunk is behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Belfour delivers that one a little high, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trunk. That one's a little low, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Belfour walk prone. There's a shot until Laura Franco is going to take it herself and beats Trunk to the base for the first out. Daniel Yoshida, the right fielder, is locked in and fit. 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Sitting 300. That's fouled off along the third baseline. No balls, 1 strike. Yoshida with 1 home run this season. Belfour delivers inside. Ball 1. Count is evened up 1-1. That's in there for a called second strike, and Yoshida is behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Belfour goes right at him, throws that one. That's a little high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. That one's low, and the count is gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Yoshida. That's in there for a called third strike. Yoshida is the first strikeout victim for Belfour. So 2 outs. Jacques Oftan 2 for 3 with a single and a home run. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1 to Jacques Oftan, the catcher. Belfour up to 13 pitches. That's in there for strike 2. Very quickly, Oftan is in the hole, 0-2 with 2 outs. There's a roller to Freddie Knox, who'll pick it up, make the throw to first, and get Oftan for the third out. And here we go into the top of the 9th. Steve Monstour 2 for 3 with a double. Freddie Knox 1 for 4. And Hanley Lexteris 1 for 4 with a home run. Texas has thrown 19 pitches and given up 3 hits. B-Wolves 4, Buzzards 2.
Now batting.
Steve Monstour, the catcher's neutral and fit. 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and an RBI.
He's got power against righties, but Texas is a lefty. Throws that one, misses. Ball 1. Good patience there by Steve Monstour. We're underway here at the top of the 9th. That's a liner to Bunterson on the ground, who throws him out at first base.
Wow. Freddie Knox, the second baseman's locked in and fit. 1 for 4 with a single today. He's hitting .390 on the season with 2 home runs. Texas delivers a strike on that one. There's a shot. That's going into center field for a clean single. Freddie Knox is standing at first base with a one-out single.
Now batting the shortstop.
Let's get him around here.
Hanley Dexter is 1 for 4 with that huge home run. And that's it for Max Texas. He's going to come out. They're going to bring in Dak Singh, the closer. Number 24, Dak Singh's got a 5.68 ERA, a 1.89 whip, and only 3 Ks on the year. Hasn't seen much action, I don't think. He throws the ball hard. He's got fair movement on it, and he's pretty accurate. He throws a four-finger, the curveball, and the changeup. Smash by Dexteris into center field, over the glove. Dexteris is going to round and go for second. The runner from third is going to make it home. Wow, way to go.
All right, so Laura Franco steps in with Dexteris standing at second. 1 for 4 with a single is Franco. That first one is shot. That's into center field, and Dexteris is coming around third. He's heading in, and he's going to score easily, making the score 6-2. B-Wolves, as Ruby Green, the designated hitter, steps in.
Boy, 1 for 4. The B-Wolves are showing to be a dominating team, man. The second half of the season, Pete. They were the worst team to start it off, and now they're the best team closing it. Second pitch hit hard by Ruby Green down the line, and it's going to drop fair. Everyone's coming around. Ruby Green sliding into third safe. Oh, she wasn't. I'm sorry. She's in second. Laura Franco's in third. Only 1 out, and here comes Buster Biggs.
Buster Biggs 4 for 4, a double, 3 singles, and an RBI. Runners at second and third with only 1 out. Biggs takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's fouled off along the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, no.
That's a fly ball back to the pitcher. Runners were able to get back, but Biggs is out.
Bertha Banks comes up. I'm sorry. 3-3 average here. She got runners at second and third. It's going hard, and it's into the gap. Everyone's going around except for Bertha. She's going to hold up at first. She brings in 2 runs, Pete. The B-Wolves are jumping away. It's 8-2 now.
All right. Polk Foster, the right fielder, is neutral at fit. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Bertha Banks standing at first base with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. That one's outside. Ball 1. 1-0 to Polk Foster. It's a fly ball in the foul territory, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Foster gets a hold of that one, just curves, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Foster. That's a looper into left field. That's going to fall for a clean single. Polk Foster at first, Bertha Banks at second, and in steps Magic Moore.
Magic Moore now 2 for 4 with 2 singles. A ton of speed. He's got runners at first and second and 2 outs in the top of the 9th. It looks like there's going to be another B-Wolves victory. That one crosses the plate inside, ball 1. Dak Singh's going to hang in there and finish this one out. 1 apiece now to Magic Moore. That one's hit hard to center field. It's going back. It's back. And it's at the wall. Borgner pulls it in for the 3rd out.
Oh, but the B-Wolves pick up 4 runs in the top of the 9th, making it 8-2 as we head into the bottom of the 9th. Mario Mustachio 0 for 3. Ralph Borgner 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Whoopity 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. Balfour's at 15 pitches and has 1 strikeout.
Mustachio's 0 for 3 today. He had a real nice diving catch at third base on a nice line drive earlier in the game. Hits that one hard to left field. Buster Biggs running up to grab it for that 1st out. Ralph Borgner comes up 0 for 3. He's caught so many balls in center field today. That's his contribution, but he's 0 for 3 for the Buzzards. They need him to get on base. Well, if we're looking at his 17th pitch, winds up, delivers in there for strike 1. Low fastball. His 18th pitch, winds up, delivers. That one's hit hard over Bertha Banks' head, and that's going to land foul. 0-2. Borgnar's in a hole. Balfour in the driver's seat. Hit inside corner. That's going over to Magic Moore. Is going to grab it. Backhander. 2 down, Pete. We got 1 more to go to finish this game up. And here comes Sloop Whoopity. He was 1 for 3 with a double earlier in the game. Looking a little bit tense in the right-hand batter's box. It's that one hard to Freddie Knox. Ooh, couldn't dive for some reason. And he's going to get out with a single.
Had the same
and
problem.
Here come the Buzzards.
Now batting.
They're coming back.
Designated hitter,
Hamas Slamus. 1 for 3 with a single. He's got a fast runner at second base. That's Belfort throwing 20 pitches. Here comes 21. It's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Medium pressure here. Goes over to first to try to get the runner. Franco gets it in the dirt. Nice stop by Franco, but not in time. Inside corner, strike 2, and we're 1 strike away from ending this game. We'll see if Belfort get him to chase trash. Goes to first again. Franco can't quite get her. Him still 0-2 with 2 outs. Belfort swinging him a strike 3, and that's it, Pete. Oh boy, the B-Wolves win another one. 2 losses in 11 games. 9-2. What a match.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was somewhat close, but they blew it all open at the end there. Like I said, the big offense in the third to start it. The Buzzards scratch back to within 2. B-Wolves put another one out. They get another one to bring it back within 2. And then at the top of the ninth inning, 4 runs. They almost got 20 hits again.
Yeah, they're hitting the ball very well, very well. Look over here at the batting. Again, everybody but LeBoink got hits.
Yeah. Yeah, LeBoink had an off night. They brought in Foster. Foster goes 2 for 2. So I think it was just, I don't know what it was with LeBoink, but luckily they found it in time, and, he just take a quick shower and walk it off.
Bertha Banks only 1 for 5. That's, after coming off that big game, only 1 for 5, but she winds up with 2 RBIs, so.
Yeah. Everyone else gets at least 2 hits.
Yeah.
Buster Biggs 4 for 5. Oh, man. On the other side, you got a couple offers. Mustachio goes 0 for 4. Borgnar 0 for 4. McKinney 0 for 3. Only 2 players on their team got 2. Off 10 and Whoopity, and off 10 hit that bomb. That absolute bomb.
Yeah.
I think it was just short of Philae Jones's home run in our building.
Yeah, it was 471 feet, and I believe Philae Jones was 477.
Yeah.
So you came up about 6 feet shy of Philae Jones's bomb. Both of those huge, just explosive, So
fun for the home fans. For pitching, Beavis Ortiz gets that win. He threw 7 innings, got 7 hits, 2 earned runs off him. Got 5 Ks, not bad. 2 home runs off him though. They're big ones.
Yeah.
His ERA's 3.96 now, and his record improves to 2-5. Tats Belfort comes in late game, gets the save, throws 2 innings, gets 1 hit off him, gets 2 Ks of his own. His record's now 4-0-2.
And then for the Buzzards, Erlang Elwood came in, pitched 6 innings. He was doing pretty well, and then I think the B-Wolves started to take some more pitches, forced him to start throwing some pitches. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 10 hits, 4 earned runs, gave up 1 home run. He leaves with an ERA of 4.33. His record suffers, goes down. He's down to 1 win, 4 losses. Texas came in through 2 1/3. Always a tough pitcher. But again, I think the B-Wolves just sat back on him and waited, and he winds up giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run. His ERA is at a 5.85. His record's 3-3-3. And then Dax Singh comes in and closes out the game. He gets pitches 2/3 of an inning, gives up 5 hits, 3 earned runs. His ERA is up to 9, and he leaves with a record of 0-1-3.
Oh, jeez. Did Singh start the season on the waivers? I thought for some reason he looked familiar, but
He may have.
yeah, we'll have to find out. Anyway, players of the game, Pete.
The first player of the game is superstar shortstop Hanley Dexteris. He went 2 for 5 today with a double, 3 RBIs, and he scored 2. Oh, and a home run. I'm sorry, I breezed right over that. He was 2 for 5 with a home run. It was a 2-run home run. He had a double, an RBI double, so he finished with 3 RBIs, and he scored 2 runs himself. He was able to score in that 8th inning from second base on a single to left field. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and a home run was an upper deck home run, so it's good to see him back in full form at the top of the players in the game list. He's followed closely behind by the B-plus starting pitcher, Beavis Ortiz, who had a good night tonight, like you mentioned before. He went 7 innings, was losing a little bit of wind there, but he got only 7 hits off him. That's a hit an inning, 2 earned runs. If in case you couldn't do the math, 2 earned runs and 5 Ks.
Yeah, and he not bad for a guy who came in and was tense. That's what he
Yeah.
started the game. And the third star of the game was the A- Jacques Often, the catcher for the Buzzards. He was 2 for 4 today. He had a home run, an RBI, and he scored a run. And Often hit that towering home run, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was nuts. That was crazy.
Because Bunterson's just made it out, right?
Yes. Yeah, Bunterson barely hit the yellow paint.
Tommy G had 9 hits on the day, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. He had 3 strikeouts. I wind up with 10 hits, no home runs, 3 RBIs, and 4 strikeouts, and 48%. So did I say 52%? Tommy had a 52% contribution. I had a 48. So
I don't recall.
not bad.
Post-game show. It was another great offensive game there by the Beagles. Just really, really looking good here at the end of the season.
Yeah, it was. It was a good win. I don't know if you want to talk about some of the development afterwards, or there's a lot actually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, let's talk about it.
Okay,
Let's start us off.
All right, let's talk about Eliza Peck shed a few pounds after a bout of food poisoning. That's always a positive. So her speed goes from a 20 to a 22. So she got a little bit more speed on the base paths.
That's one diet there you don't want to have. But Hurley Bender is rare to take on new training regime. He's got new training available to him, target practice, which would make him throw a little harder, get 1 on the velocity, and 2 on the accuracy. So that's possible. That's $1.16 million, though. I don't know.
Smoke Frederick lowered his asking price. He's an overall B player. He's his previous salary is $10.7 million. He's lowered his asking price to $10.3 million. He's a 33-year-old right field outfielder.
Just keeping an eye on him. It looks like there's been a move here. Colvincenzo often offended a Herbisaur's coach, as happens way too often this season. People are just walking on eggshells with these coaches are so brittle. Anyway, he offended the Herbisaur's coach and was replaced by Angela Sanchez. So Sanchez got dropped, didn't she? I believe. I forgot who she got dropped from. But Colvincenzo's an A- 30-year-old first baseman. He's an asset for any team. I don't imagine he may even get picked up before the end of the season. His salary was $10.7 though. He was paid well, but wow, that's a big change for the Herbisaurs.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Angela Sanchez comes in. She's C+. She's not bad. She's her biggest thing is her arm at 97. That's what they gain with her. They pick up 40 on the arm from from first base, right field, but they're down in everything else. So that's scandalous.
Yeah, I mean, because you're talking about you're losing practically 40 on power, you're losing practically 40 on ability to connect too. So, yeah, that's going to be. I think that's going to hurt them in the long run. The only thing I can think is they're clearing up space on their. They've kind of figured they're probably not going to make the playoffs, so they're clearing space on their roster for some money. I don't know.
Yeah, boy,
and then Seth Rennett gets signed onto the Overdogs, replacing Werner Bergenberg. I've never even heard of Werner Bergenberg. Seth Rennett, though, is a C- overall. He's got a 25 velocity, and he's a C-. Seth Rennett, the starting pitcher, he's a C+. So you lose a little bit picking up Bergenberg. Most notably, you'll lose velocity, and he's also not as good of a hitter as Rennett was. Seth Rennett was making $4,900,000, whereas Bergenberg is only making $1,500,000. So again, maybe another cost-saving measure, because I think the Overdogs are also in last place in their division, aren't they?
Yeah, Yeah, this got to be a cost saving because they've dropped everything to pick up Brunette. So yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it looks like they're saving, 3.4 million.
And if you look at it, the Overdogs, as it sits now, are in the Seafarer division, and they're 5.5 games out of first place. So,
Yeah.
and the Herbiswords, they're in the trade division with us. They're 5 games out. So, yeah, you kind of figure they're not really making moves for the playoffs at this point. They're just it seems like they're clearing space on their roster.
Yeah. Well, let's see. There's 13 games before we play at the Water Bullets, unless we want to watch. And we could catch the Freebooters, Arctic Freebooters. We could catch the Water Bullets at the Buzzards because they come in to play the Buzzards before we play them. If you wanted to watch one of those games before that, otherwise we can call the scores. What do you think?
I don't know. Where are we
Well,
at in our standings here? Because the Water
well,
Bullets have made some moves. They're in second place now.
yeah, we could watch that game. Might be interesting. Well, maybe we'll leave it. We'll leave it like this then. We'll see
Okay.
if we get time to watch that. Great. If not, then we'll just simulate it before the next game. All right. Well, then this is a good start to a road trip, Pete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a good one. Again, it was a close game up until the 8th, and we broke it open a little bit and gave ourselves some room, which always feels good going into that bottom of the ninth, situation. So, yeah, way to go. The next ones are going to be tough ones, though. We're starting to get into, we're going to start seeing our divisional opponents. So we've got 2 against the Water Bullets. As I just said, they're tied for second place. They're only 3 games back. So obviously the Water Bullets are going to want these 2 games to get closer,
Yeah.
Then right after that, we come home and we got the Nemesis. They're a divisional opponent as well. Outlaws and the Hot Corners, those are the last 2 teams from that other division that we haven't played yet.
Yeah.
The Outlaws and the Hot Corners, yes. So, and we're 3-0 against the Uncharted division. So that's kind of been our division right there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So the Outlaws and the Hot Corners represent the last 2 teams in that division, and we're going to wind up playing them. The Water Bullets and the Sirloins are tied for second. Well, no, and the Nemesis. So we've got 2 against the Water Bullets coming up, and then we got 1 against the Nemesis. All big games. The Herbiswords, like we said. Then we got the Outlaws, Hot Corners, and then the last game of the season against the Herbiswords, who, like we said, are pretty much, I think, done for the season.
Yeah, 14 and 24. They're 5 games back in our division. There's no way.
Yeah.
If we lost every game they won them all, well, we're 19 and 19. If they won 6 more, they would actually beat us. If we lost all of our games and they won all of them, that's their chance. We would literally have. Yeah.
I just want to point out too, before we end the broadcast here, the B-Wolves are now 19 and 19, so we're sitting at 500 baseball, and our run differential is a -3.
Crazy.
I was going to say, when you go back and you look at like the first 11 games, what were we, 1 and 10?
We had 1 and 11, I think.
Yeah,
we were first 12.
Yeah, you go back and you look at the first half of the season, the first quarter, the first half of take a look at the halfway mark and see where we were at, and it's just to where we are now. Wow, what a journey!
There's been no bigger turnaround in this season. It's funny because 2 seasons back, the Beagles had the best record in the whole league. Last season, they were one of the worst, and then this season they started off with the worst, and have fought back to be one of the best teams. It's just, it's weird. It's been fun to be a part of.
It has been. It's been a lot of fun. It has. It gets aggravating. I know it was for both of us. It was very aggravating at the beginning of the season when it didn't seem like we can do anything right. And now we've turned around and it seems to be going the other way, where we seem to be figuring it out pretty good.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess until then, maybe you get up to Fort Collins and check out your garage there, since you've headquartered there now, right?
I do, yeah. I got a headquarters up in Fort Collins, and I do got to do some truck driving. I got to drive some truck in America. And I got to get back over to Euro as well. And obviously, the baseball season doesn't lend itself to that very, very easily.
No, it's busy. All right, well, we will call it from there, and then eventually, pretty soon, we will get on a flight down to Florida, where we're going to finish out our road trip with 2 against the Water Bullets. So until then, this is Tommy G.
And this is PJ, and we're saying, get out of here. Good night.